Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Steve. I am a realtor out here in Los Angeles, California. Southern California actually, and today is August 31st. I'm recording and it's about 100 degrees outside, so yeah, it's a little warm out there right now. But again, my name is Steve and I'm here to talk about all things real estate. So let's get started. So you're thinking about buying a house and you're not sure exactly what to do or where to go or what the first process says. So first thing that you always want to do, maybe find a realtor and that person's going to be able to help you out. But one of the first things you can always do is find a lender, and there's so many different lenders nowadays. I mean, you can go on the internet and find out. You can just apply online nowadays and just get a feel for what you're doing and stuff like that. There's a bunch of calculators everywhere and stuff like that. But I'm here to tell you what I think you should do is actually go and sit down with a lender. If you want to go to your bank, if you want to go to a lender that maybe a realtor that you're working with is recommending, do that, right? So do I recommend calling over the phone? I mean, you can call and kind of ask some general questions, maybe they can help you out, but they're not going to be able to provide you with any type of locked-in quotes, right? Rates, I'm sorry. They're not going to lock anything in for you. They're just going to kind of give you a general idea. You're really not going to be able to see, look into their eyes, and are they really trying to help you out, or are they just trying to make a commission off of you, right? So that's really, really important. That's why I say go in, talk to them, see what they really want to do, and see if that's someone that wants to work with you. Because you want to find someone that's going to work with you. Maybe you're a veteran, right? And if you are, thank you for your service. If you're a first-time home buyer, great, awesome. And there's so many questions you're going to want to ask and know. And are they going to be able to walk you through this and teach you like a teacher, right? And that's something that you really should and want, that I stress that you should want to do, right? So anyhow, there's so much to this. And then one of the main things too is also, is that lender going to be able to work with your realtor, right? Together, them two, that's your team. That's your heart right there. Because when you're out there looking for a home and you start to make offers, you need to make sure that your lender and your realtor are working together for you and only you, right? So I recently had the opportunity, which was really cool, to work with the family, and we were able to close about 3 weeks ago on a home out in Ontario, and that was so cool because they had come to me and they were like, "Hey, Steve, we want to buy a house. We want to look at here. We want this, and we want that." And I was all for it, right? I'm not like, "Hey, no, can't do that, blah, blah, blah." I was like, "Sure, let's go look at a couple of houses, But after a couple of homes that we looked at, I did say, "Hey, listen, if we're really going to do this, we really need to get with a lender. We need to really find out exactly what you qualify for. Maybe you're going to qualify for more, maybe a bit less, maybe you need a co-signer." As realtors, we only know so much. We're not the lenders ourselves, right? So, and that's what we did. We did that several months before we actually found the house that they wanted, and it was perfect. I sent them to a lender that I recommended, and then I also will always recommend that you talk to at least 3 other lenders, So, and that's what they did. They went with a lender that they felt very comfortable with, that was able to work with them in their situation. And that lender called me, and we started talking, and we were able to find out, kind of game plan, like what they could afford, where they could afford, what type of mortgage loan they were going to get from them. And it was smooth, dude. I mean, I can't tell you how smooth that was. So that's what I always recommend to customers or to potential buyers, right? Find that lender that's going to do what works for you and not works for anybody else. So there's a couple of things you want to consider. Keep in mind is interest rates are always changing. So what you're quoted over the phone, if you do decide to do it over the phone, is not necessarily a locked-in rate. You want to go in and get that locked in, get a letter stating that it's locked in for X amount of time, right? The other thing you want to consider is there's a mortgage banker, direct lender, and then there's also a mortgage broker. Now the difference, just really quick, the difference is the banker is going to be able to originate, they're going to be able to underwrite it, they're the ones that are going to, they have more control over the loan because it's coming out of their institution. So they have a lot of control, which is great. Works out really good and stuff. Now a mortgage broker, it's exactly what they do. It's kind of like insurance. When you go get insurance and stuff and you go to a broker, they're the ones that they're going to put everything together, and then they're going to just send it out and reach it out to different institutions that they work with, right? They'll get it back, they'll look it over, so on and so on. So that's really kind of the main things that you want to consider and kind of keep in mind, right? So I'm really not going to get into the details because there's so much to that. But if you stick around and you come back next week, I am going to actually interview and have a lender and actually a mortgage broker or mortgage banker lender, and he will talk a little bit more in depth about some of these things that I think we all should know. So it's going to be a 2-part today, this week, and then next week I'll have another part with actual somebody that actually knows in depth and can speak to that. So hopefully you guys will get some value out of these next 2 videos. And like I said, if you guys like what you're hearing and seeing, maybe you can like and subscribe down below. Leave a comment. It'd be very much appreciated. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend. Happy holiday. Labor Day coming up. 3-day weekend. Bye.